New at 5 earlier today, they weren't sure if they'd have homes by the end of the week, but some Troy residents who thought they'd be hung out to dry will have their water once again. And the issue starting over unpaid bills with their landlord. News 10 ABC's Lindsay Nielsen joining us live to explain why they will not have to pay the price for those unpaid bills. Lindsay.
Alisa, the water was shut off here yesterday morning. As you take a look on the door, you can see that notice even is still here right now. But just minutes ago, city officials came here to this property and they did turn the water back on here, and they are going around to turn it back on at 3 other properties owned by the landlord. I spoke with the landlord today and he says that tenants weren't paying their rent and the water bills were too high. But the mayor says he hasn't paid his water bill once this year.
This has been a serious nightmare.
Mac Henderson says he was devastated when city officials turned off the water Tuesday to 38 Fifth Avenue, where he lives with his wife and children. Water was shut off at 4 properties on 2nd, 5th, 6th, and 7th Avenues. Troy Mayor Lou Rosamilia says landlord Greg Massengale has failed to pay around $9,500 owed in back water bills.
How did you allow a person like this to get in so far of a debt with the city on a bill? Where's the city accountability in this?
I asked the mayor that question.
I requested for the Department of Public Utilities that I want a complete report as to what exactly happened.
Rosamilia says Massengale has given the city checks that have bounced numerous times as he attempted to pay the water bills.
I wrote that check in hopes that I was going to have other monies come in.
Massengale says he didn't have money to pay the bills because tenants weren't paying rent. But tenants and the mayor say rents were being paid. Massengale filed for Chapter 13 bankruptcy this morning. City officials say they will turn the water back on today at all 4 buildings because they have to, according to the federal bankruptcy law.
I think the residents of Troy should be highly offended that he would be able to put people back in those apartments.
The city says its attorney is trying to regain the debt owed from the water bills, but that will now have to be in bankruptcy court. As for these properties, the water again today will be back on at all properties, and I'm told residents will be able to move back in and that these properties can continue to run as they were. Live in Troy, I'm Lindsay Nielsen, News 10 ABC.